Oh, you know what? We have a. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Oh shoot. We're live.
Wait a minute.
We're live here on YouTube and Yard
Oh, there
Sale.
we go.
We're doing a podcast.
I
Uh,
figured out how to turn my camera around.
uh,
Look, I'm going to make it all about me this week instead of all about you.
all right, there's that.
And then there's this. Boy, this is a shit show. Wait.
We just right out the chute. Right out the chute, it's a shit show.
For anybody that doesn't know, welcome to Road Comics Adventures.
No what time it is?
Uh-huh.
Countdown.
We're live on here. Look at that.
Trying to. I've got scurvy.
Flip's a little tired. It's not his fault. We had some trouble. We had some trouble with the keys in the lock on his hotel room door.
Renee's not going to be nice. Buckle up, everyone.
Yeah. What happened was we came back from walking the dog, not a euphemism.
Now that we actually have Storm, the road comic adventure dog.
With us, and we took her for a walk with a brand new gentle leader because we're trying to teach her how to walk on a leash. And
So real quick, just as an aside, um, Storm is what the hell was Storm's a puller. She could have been a sled dog in her last life. We don't know.
she's a 90-pound German Shepherd, and when she decides she's going somewhere, she has wrecked his back. He won't even let me hold her because he's afraid I'm going to get hurt.
Storm will kill her.
And apparently tomorrow morning, I'm going to get to walk Storm all by myself because
Yeah.
he wants me dead. So anyway, we got her a gentle leader today, and she seemed to be doing better. But
What that means is, as opposed to a leash around the collar, you put like not a muzzle, but like a snoot.
snout.
A snoot strap that goes to the back of their head like headgear. So like think if you have braces with headgear. And then there's like a little clip down here.
What is it?
Clip. Clip.
Oh, go.
So anyway, you attach the leash to the clip down here, and then every time she goes to pull, like it jerks her, she ends up jerking her own head. And she doesn't like it. And so they learn quickly that the harder they pull, the more they jerk.
It's going to be a very short podcast tonight. Is anybody watching? Oh, we got two people. Look at, we got Jeremiah here.
Oh, Jeremiah.
Oh, look, Facebook goes, bring him on camera. Oh, no, because you have no idea what we're dealing with here.
So anyway, we get through with the walk, and it's time. Renee and I, aka the Blurter, and I have adjoining rooms. And what that means, if you've not stayed in a bunch of hotels, our rooms are next door. And as opposed to having to go out in the hallway, we have like a little doorway that goes from her room to mine and mine to hers. And she has to open up her door from her side, and I have to open up my door from my side for us to be able to go back and forth. Take it away, Renee.
Do you think you sufficiently described it? Because let me tell you what it is. So we decided that we would take the dog a walk. When we come back, we have decided we're going to go out and eat or whatever. So we got to bring the dog back, and he comes up and he uses his key to get in to his room, which should lead straight into my room. Also, I did not bring my key, but his room isn't working, his key. So I don't have my keys. So he goes down, gets his key redone, comes back up, and it still won't unlock it. So the third time I say to him, "It's okay. I'll go down." I go down and I go, "His keys are not working." He goes, "I will send somebody." So Flip is sitting on the floor holding the dog, having a little fit. Let me tell you,
I was not well. I was having a small fit. It was just an itty bitty. As fits go, this isn't even worth. It's not even worth mentioning.
It really?
Ixnay on the it fay.
As compared to the hotel where we were 2 days ago, this one's totally different. Those people were nice. This one isn't. We didn't have to go get our room key redone every 15 minutes. Been down there 3 times. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God.
So here comes the guy. Nice young guy too, wasn't he?
Very honestly, very nice guy.
Comes up and he keeps trying, and after 15 minutes he goes, "Wait a second."
Meanwhile, I'm like, I am gonna give this hotel a bad review. I am not happy. These people are unresponsive. They are uninterested in helping us. I, in my very minor fit sort of way, said to Renee, I am not the least bit happy.
And the kid who has tried everything, put new batteries in and everything, goes, this is kind of acting like maybe the deadbolt is on.
At which point I believe I said, and I believe I'm quoting myself, uh-oh.
And I believe I looked at your face, which had this look. And I started laughing.
So, long story short, we had decided.
Too late. Oh, way too late. I think somebody's knocking.
There might be. So, we had decided that we are going to leave out of Renee's room as opposed to through mine. So, I was deadbolted, and what I didn't know is when I go through the adjoining door, going into her, the adjoining door shut behind me. So I couldn't get back into my room from her room because the adjoining door shut. Furthermore, she didn't even have her key because we decided she didn't need a key because I had my keys, which didn't work. So now the guy's like, well, we can just go into Renee's room and we can use the adjoining doors. And I go, you would think so. But unfortunately, the door shut behind me.
Due to the tornado.
It was an earthquake. There was a big brisky wind that blew my door closed. So then I go, okay, let me ask you a question to this very nice guy who works for the hotel. I go, let's say there's like a 95-year-old man in his room and he deadbolts it and then he has a heart attack and he calls for help. He goes, yeah. I go, would you be able to get in and help him? He goes, we would have to drill the door. And I'm like, got a drill? Yeah. So he did. He had to actually drill a hole in the door. Oh, meanwhile, so a door to another room opens up 3 or 4 doors down, and I see that this guy's walking towards us. So I grab Storm, the road comic adventure dog, and I by the leash, and I hold her close to me. There's only like that much leash,
and she is barking at him.
Only a little.
She's a 90-pound German Shepherd. She doesn't bark a little.
Well, she was saying hello, hello, hello.
She kind of sounded like you did when you were going, I'm going to write a review of this hotel.
So, but I'm holding her like she literally has
2 inches of leash.
like nothing. I've got her. So the guy walks by us, and as he gets closer,
And
he goes,
he's one of those old grumpy guys, too. You could tell. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I was going to say because I was going to say something awful.
so he goes, he didn't go, hey, do you have her? Right? Or like, "Hey, make sure you don't let her go. Whatever it was. He goes, do you have her? I'm like, for the moment. And with that, as he walks by us, I just yell, get him.
So, needless to say, everybody loves us here on the 5th floor. We're not. Well, and here's the funny thing Storm stays with me basically because she's good protection. And then Flip doesn't need to worry about her and I because we're together.
Right.
She doesn't even lift up her head when I come in the room.
No, she's not. I mean, she's intimidating looking, but she's actually a sweet girl. For those of you who are watching this podcast who have ill intent in your heart, she's vicious. Keep your distance. For the rest of you, she's really sweet.
That's exactly the same thing I tell them about you.
So Renee proceeds to laugh. She's laughing for like a half hour as this guy's drilling the door.
As he's drilling the door, as Flip's got that look on his face. This is not going to go well. I'm never going to hear the end of this.
But as it turns out, when he drilled the door, it got the deadbolt unlocked, but then he had the latchy thing at the top that he had to use a wire to kind of undo.
Please stop using all the technical
I'm
terms.
sorry if I'm confusing all of you. I've been to Home Depot before. I know what I'm talking about.
He is YouTube certified.
So, do you know a Kim Kanekikoff Hawkins?
Yes. She's from my hometown.
Oh, Wilmington.
Wilmington. You look at you go.
I almost called it Wilbur. Anyway,
we call it Willville.
Oh, hello, Willville. So anyway, so Renee's been laughing the entire rest of the evening, and I've eaten a fair amount of
crapola.
Well, I was to say crow, but whatever, that's fine.
And we've been having a great time. We needed a couple of days off.
We did. So we were on this long road trip, and we thought we were gonna finish up in Toccoa, Georgia, which is the northern part of Georgia, and then head home.
We should be pulling into the house right about now.
Yeah, of course. We ended up getting a call from some people we know that said they had a comic who had to cancel at the last minute, and could I, and there's a quote now, could we dip down?
So in other words, here's what happened. Some comic has gone to rehab, which is usually.
That's not always, but it is somewhat often the case. Not always. I don't know who the comic is. I don't know what's going on with them.
Was. We don't know what they were doing. But they go, hey, look, we got to find out some idiots who were willing to travel the entire length of the state of Florida. Hey.
Not to mention the entire length of the state of Georgia.
Yeah. So, and then they went, Flip and Renee will do it.
So they asked, and they literally go, can you dip down? Like it's a 100-mile drive. So can you dip down the 12 and a half to 13 hours to go to Fort Lauderdale? And I looked at Renee and I said, what do you think? And she said,
yeah, well, I'm his manager, so I go, how much are they paying us?
And I said, well,
not enough to spend 14 hours, 2 days in the car with you.
But we're going to be close to Cuban coffee. And
my son.
And Cuban coffee.
And my son.
Cubano. Coffee.
And then my son said, so we decided we would do it. It helps out a friend of ours.
You keep literally sinking down to the bed, and I'm going to end up trying to keep the same height with you, and I'll look like I've got rickets.
Well, you took off my pillows to.
Oh my God, that's not true. There's 3 more pillows. 3 more pillows. So
Really?
anyway,
So this is him not having to fit, by the way.
that was that. She's like, you take out my pillow. There's 3 pillows.
By the way, are you getting a call over on your phone?
It's a text.
Oh,
That's, you know who that is?
Ted.
Charlie.
Oh.
Yes, Charlie. So it's been an interesting road trip.
I may have decided to leave for a second.
You
In
did.
my
You
mind.
completely tuned out.
No, it has been interesting. First thing that happens is Flip and I have a lot of fun on the road. Is it okay if we talk about some of the things that aren't all right?
No matter how much on your own or with 2 or more people, no matter how much fun you have on the road, chances are you're going to run into some problems, some things that are unavoidable, other things that could have been avoided, but someone chose to actually cause a problem. It's inevitable. It always happens, and you always end up having to deal with that stuff.
The entertainment industry, as much fun as it is also a little sketchy at times.
Thankfully, not always, and thankfully not with everyone. But there are those out there, like any business, really. There's going to be that sketchy individual. No, there's going to be a sketchy individual that sort of makes you lose faith in sketchy people.
No, I've got real good faith in sketchy. If they're sketchy, they're sketchy. First thing that happened is we went to the Marion Theater. We had a great time in Ocala.
Marion is in Marion County?
Marion County,
in
Florida.
Ocala, Florida, which is the northern part of Florida, north of Orlando by about an hour or two.
Yeah, it's in central Ohio or central Florida. I don't know where we are anymore. I can't look at another map, but it's in central Florida. It was good to come back home. I did get to spend some time with my son. Had a great show there. It was a lot of fun. Then
we, by the way, did have some of Renee's friends that were desperate to make it out to visit, and for one reason or another, it didn't work out, and we were sorry we missed them.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
That was a really nice way to put that.
That was really nice. So then we get a call from the next place we're supposed to work that all of a sudden there's been some problems or issues. And by the way, we are going to have to reschedule our show. And I told him something went off in my stomach that told me that wasn't true, but it was okay. We'll reschedule the show. Then, because he and I have been doing this a few thousand years between the two of us, we're not stupid. And we realized that what had happened was they were managing to get a name from a TV show. I don't want to mention the name of the theater. I don't want to mention the name of the comic because he had nothing to do with it. But all of a sudden, a comic with a name from a national show shows up on the schedule, which loosely means they lied to us. They knew they could sell this guy out. They actually had added a second show already to his calendar and just said, bye-bye, shoo-shoo.
Well, okay, just to kind of take a step back. So they had confirmed to us that the date was solid and they were going to get us a contract, but they had a problem, a personal matter. And so they couldn't get us the contract right away. And then a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, 4 weeks go by, 5 weeks go by. We finally get a contract like 5 weeks after they had verbally confirmed that the date was good. So that's 5 weeks of not like a verbally agreed to contract, but not a signed contract. And we were told that we couldn't promote it until we had a signed contract. So we lost out on 5 weeks of promotion. Like within days after signing the contract, 5 weeks later, they were like, we're having a hard time selling tickets because, tickets have been on sale for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and when you guys see the promo that we do on Facebook and Instagram and everything, we do that because that helps sell tickets in whatever area we're working. That's part of our job. That's what we do. So anyway, they canceled the show, which was good for us because we get to go home for a couple of days. But it's also horrible because we lost out on another show. Worse than that, they lied to us. And they might have fooled a lesser duo.
Lesser experienced group, but, first of all, Renee can sniff out a lie like nobody I know. And secondly, I've been in this business a bunch of years, and I can't say I've seen everything there's to see, but I've seen a lot. And we know when we're being lied to.
So needless to say, we will never be going to that theater ever again because I don't trust them.
Yep.
But anyway, then we went home. So we left the Marion Theater. We went home for a couple of days, which was really good.
Which was glorious.
I know we did have a great time at home. And then we got out on the road and we worked really hard to get up to Holland, Michigan. And we wanted to get up to Holland, Michigan because you literally needed to do a TV show the morning of the show.
Right. We had scheduled a morning news show to say hello to the people in the area and also to promote the show that was going to be later that night.
And so we're going to come into town a day early. We do that that comes in at our expense. Normally, when we're working a theater or a comedy club, they will pay for our rooms the night of the performance, but any other time we spend there is negotiable, and I had not negotiated for us to come in.
Well, and again, for me, speaking for me, because I've done a lot of, and you have too over the years, a lot of morning radio, a lot of morning TV, later on in my career, podcasts or whatever. And so if the club or theater asks you to come in early so you can promote the show, like by a day, they will cover that night hotel also because, it benefits them. Are you holding it for a minute?
Yeah.
So, but we didn't ask, like we had not negotiated. They were going to cover one night. We decided to come in the day before because we had TV the morning of the show, and we didn't ask them to cover the hotel. What we did say was, what hotel are we staying in that you're putting us up in? And do you think we can get your rate? Right? I think that was it, right?
No, we didn't even ask for their rate.
Oh, okay. Then we asked for the hotel. What's the name of the hotel?
The hotel, and which rooms were they going to give us so that we could check in and not have to change rooms. We could just stay in the same room for 2 nights in a row.
Right.
Well, somebody in the, let's just say in the theater business, decided to get greedy and tried to charge us $200
per room. By the way, not the staff.
Not the staff. The staff was amazing at
the manager on duty during the show, the managing bartender, security, the sound and lights people could not have been nicer, could not have been easier, could not have been more amazing. It was someone else who decided that they were going to get greedy and also be a bit of a liar.
Because they were trying to charge us $200 for each room, when in fact, the room was billed at $85 a room.
Billed at $105 a room. We call the hotel and we go, we want a night, we want to book a night, and they go, well, our rate's $105.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
And but like their biggest, toppest rate was $200. I beg your pardon, was $105. And we go, but we're going to be performing at the theater. They go, oh, you get the theater rate, and that's $85. So now the person that we're talking about said that they would go, what we're going to do is we're going to deduct $400 off your pay, $200 per room for 2 rooms for one night. And well, don't worry, we'll take care of everything. We'll deduct $400. It'll be fine.
Don't worry about it. We'll take it off your check. Well, once again, I am responsible for Flip's money on the road. Flip, how much do I love your money on the road?
Almost, well, I was to say almost as much as me, but possibly a little bit more than me.
Yes, I watch after his money. And I go, $400 off your check? That seems like an awful lot. And I don't like that. And so I started throwing what you might call a little fit.
Renee pitched a bit of a fit.
A big old fat fit. And I got the booking agent all upset and everybody else. Anyway, what it comes down to is it took a major fit to get it all worked out.
Well, you want detail?
No, I don't want to go into the big old long story. It's too much.
Okay, but I'm not going to. We fixed it. They unfixed it. We fixed it again. They unfixed it a second time.
And when we got to the hotel to check in, it still took almost 2 hours to check in.
We had to fix it a third time.
We have driven 11 hours.
That day.
Because
we've driven like 10 the day before.
10 the day before. So, what I'm saying to you guys is because some of the people that watch our podcast have never been in the entertainment business. I get it. It isn't as glamorous as you think. I mean, look at us. We look pretty and we make it look fancy.
It's not glamorous. You know what?
It's not there.
I love performing. I love entertainment. I don't love show business. I don't love the business. But you know what? Seeing the country is amazing. Meeting people all over the country is amazing. The different way people do things, the way they talk, the different food they eat.
Okay, you're saying the way they talk because in Michigan, those people made me walk around and tell different people. First of all, Michigan is not my favorite place to go because why?
For one reason only. So Michiganders, please don't get upset. Evidently, there's a rumor that there's a rivalry between Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan.
Yeah, I told him about when Ohio State plays the team up north that all of the M's in the state of Ohio are X'd over. And if you're watching from Florida or wherever and you don't know that, I'm not kidding. And we don't call it by its name. It's the state up north. So just the fact that we went to Michigan.
But again,
they were wonderful people.
It's a college football rivalry. Everybody in Michigan, except for the people that lied, they were amazing. And the show was great. And the volunteers were fun and the audience was wonderful. And truth be told, we had a lovely time.
Except for the part where he does impressions of me around all these people and goes, and he said, I say, Flip.
She does. Hey, Flip, would it be okay with you if we went ahead and stopped at the big chair?
I was making fun of you. And first of all, we're traveling because we're supposed to be enjoying our older years and we're going to do some sightseeing. And there was a lot of, hey, Flip, can we stop? And he'd go, sure, I missed the exit. Well, next time.
We haven't podcasted since being on the road, have we?
No.
You thought I was going to let that one go?
What?
We have put this up on Facebook and probably YouTube and TikTok and whatnot. But for those of you who don't know.
Is that what you're going to do?
No. So, okay. Renee came to Louisiana in
now this is uncalled for. We don't need to talk about this
in mid-July.
This is like airing your family.
And I'm going to back up before mid-July. Occasionally we'd be talking on the phone. She was in Orlando. I was in Lafayette. She's like, Flip, and I'm like, yeah. She was like, what are you doing? I go, I'm cooking. She goes, what are you cooking? And I go, whatever it was, and I'd take pictures and I'd send her. She's like, I hope one day I can enjoy some of that delicious food that you make. It looks amazing. During those time, for about, well, since mid-February, she was really watching everything she ate. She was going very low to no carb, no sugar. And so she was very, very strict, very impressed. And so when she got to Lafayette, not only was she seeing pictures, but we were hanging out in the kitchen. I was cooking, and she's like, "Oh my God, I've never had anything like this. This is amazing. This is the best
This
thing.
is a story where I don't come out well.
This is the best food I've ever had. Flip, can we have spaghetti sauce again tonight? Flip, what about that accidental curry? Right? Every night, cooked for 2 months before going on the road. Flip, I love your cooking more than life itself."
Yes.
So we get on the road. By the way, eating on the road is challenging.
Hit and miss.
It's a hit and miss, and it's challenging. Especially when you've got a daddy-o. Daddy-o.
I see.
So eating on the road is really challenging. It's because you've got weird hours.
Cousin Tina.
Hi, cousin Tina. You've got weird hours where you're driving for lengthy periods of time, and you don't want to eat too much in the car because you don't want your stomach to be unsettled.
Not only that, sometimes you're driving and there just isn't anything to eat. There's
nothing
no
to eat or no rest stop. Like you're really balancing being hungry with finding something, and you're balancing being hungry with what your body may or may not tolerate for many more hours in the car for the rest of that drive for that day. So it's very challenging.
And you never know when what was supposed to be a 6-hour drive is now an 11-hour drive because some idiot on the road has had an accident and blocked up the road, and you may be sitting for hours.
Or construction, or there's all kinds of things that happen. So anyway, we're partway through the drive, and we stop at, where's our favorite place?
Love's
Travel Stops. To get gas, to walk. Storm, the Road Comics Adventure Dog. I don't know why I have to give you the whole name, but I do, and probably always will. And then at this particular love, they had an Arby's. And I said to Renee, I go, Renee, would you like something to eat? Like something from Arby's? And she goes, nay.
And I go that. As much as I could take the bread and everything off and just eat the meat, I go, my stomach is really feeling weird. We've been driving for 2 days, but it's starting to feel empty, and I don't want it to be empty. Maybe just some crackers with either peanut butter or cheese on them.
And I go, which would you prefer, the peanut butter or the cheesy crackers? And she said,
I don't care.
Right, so
I just need a little something in my stomach.
So I go into Love's, and I'm looking around, looking for the cheesy crackers, and I see they have 3 kinds. Cheesy crackers, peanut butter crackers, peanut butter cheesy crackers. And I thought to myself, it's been a long drive. It hadn't been hard, but it's kind of been hard, and your body hurts and getting kind of achy. And I'm worried about her tummy. And I thought, well, I'll get 1 package of each so that she can have her pick and potentially a smorgasbord.
And it was good cheesy crackers. And I hadn't had anything like this for months. 31 weeks.
So she's eating first bite of cracker, her eyes roll up in her head. And her voice quivered ever so slightly.
This doesn't sound like you're just crying. He's talking about the cracker. It was
and she said,
a fucking cracker.
And she said, as she's chewing, she's got remnants of cracker heaven in her mouth. And she goes, the flip. This is the best food item I've put my mouth in 31
No,
weeks.
now if you're going to tell the story, we're going to tell it right because I said this is the best thing I've had in my mouth for 31 weeks.
And I let the innuendo go. And I'll tell you, I did, and I'll tell you why. I let the innuendo go because after every night of going, this is the best food I've ever had. The 2 months you didn't laugh yet. Best thing I've ever had. This is amazing. This is jaw dropping. Where have you been my whole life? This is.
I have a. If I were not holding this phone, there would be a hand movement I would be doing right now.
But now, and don't get me wrong, cheesy crackers, delicious. They're wonderful. But she literally, right? She's like reaching in her purse for an imaginary cigarette, right? As she goes, this is ho 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 ho.
It was a good cracker.
The Lord has smiled
On the cracker.
on the Nabisco Company for making a little slice of heaven
Oh my God.
for me to enjoy.
The blood starts draining from his face.
I'm like, what? Don't get me wrong. It looks like a delightful snack, a wonderful cheesy cracker snack food. What the hell did you
He is like, every night all I hear is about how my wonderful food, blood. He's going on and on. I'm like, I love your food. I go, it's for the last 2 weeks that I've lived there. And he goes, you've been there for 2 months.
Well, that was the other thing. Flip, you've only cooked like one meal for me over the course of like 2 weeks. I've cooked for you every stinking night for over 2 months. 2 weeks, 2 months, tomato, whatever.
David Schuyler, wait a second. We have people actually talking to us, which is amazing. David Schuyler, if you would like to be friends with us, please send us a friend's request. You can either send it to me or Road Comics.
But sending a request without your consent will be rude. If you don't mind, you can send me a friend request or a message if it's okay with you.
Okay. We can do that, can't we?
Hello. I'd love to be friends with you, but sending a friend a request without your consent will be rude. David Schuyler, we don't think it's rude.
Look at us.
We don't think it's rude.
We don't think it's rude. We'd love to have you as a friend. So please friend request me and I will send it back to you and I will make sure and hook you up with Flip and Road Comics Adventures because we'd love to have you as a friend. My hand gets tired.
So anyway, you talk to your little phone.
And stop. Jeremiah, you're right. We are doing reviews. We're reviewing hotels, restaurants, partnerships.
So
partnership.
I was cut to the quick. Again, it had nothing to do with the cracker. It had to do with Renee's insensitive, hurtful comment to me. And so I'm not letting it go. I know I should. I know Daddy said, let it go only if you want to, which, by the way, is a line from my show sometimes. So good callback. But
he's not let this cracker thing go. Look at our YouTube videos. You know what I've been putting on there? He's still whining about the crackers. And God don't like ugly. And you know how I know?
Wait a minute. Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
That's a real phrase.
Yeah.
You didn't just make that up?
No, I didn't just make that up. God do not like ugly. And here's how I know. You made fun of me injuring myself kicking the football in the football video. Is that not true? Did you? You just yes or no?
Yes, but in my defense, I had For those of you who didn't know, Renee had a job before she was a comic, and it turns out that she was a law enforcement officer as a deputy sheriff in Kentucky. Can I say that? I guess it's anyway. In the course of her service,
Ixnay on all the detail, eh?
No, I'm not gonna. In the course of service to her community, she ended up with a couple of injuries.
Fucking blur.
What?
I mean, daggone.
No, I wasn't. You ended up with a knee injury. In this, you were serving your community.
Yep, I'm a service.
Was this a secret?
No, I just will talk later. Blurder.
Was that a
blurder?
You should have ixnayed me.
So anyway.
Anywho, so when we made a video with she was auditioning to be the kicker for the Cleveland Browns, she gingerly and gently sat down on the grass, and she ended up re-injuring her knee. But I forgot about what would have preceded.
He started laughing and going, "What do you mean? You sat down. How could you have hurt your knee sitting down?" And I said, "Because 35 years ago, while I was waiting for you to call, it got injured another way." And I said, "I have a kneecap that floats around and it's not pretty. Shut up and don't look at me like that or I'm going to make more shut up." For this story, I already said fuck twice on the fuck.
And that would be 3. You can't use the word to say what you use and then not count it.
Well, I wanted to be clear. So much for the clean. So he made fun of me, and then the next night he was going, "All I wanted was for it to look like the Snoopy cartoon."
No, the Charlie Brown cartoon where Lucy pulls the football and Charlie Brown goes flying.
Yeah, and what's the name of their dog?
Snoopy wasn't part of that whole football.
No, but
scene.
I said the Snoopy cartoon. Not that he.
No, Snoopy had his own thing going on when he was the Red Baron with that little Woodstock thing. It's a Charlie Brown cartoon. And Lucy, who, by the way, has never held the football for Charlie to kick it, not once, not ever. And he flies through the air.
And kicks his feet up, and he was trying to do the action in the recliner. In a recliner.
In a lazy boy.
In a lazy boy. And the next thing I hear is, "Ah! Ah!" So I pick up my phone because that's what I do. And I go, "That's really funny." And he goes, "It's not funny. I pulled my hamstring." Well, then not only am I filming it, I'm also laughing.
Wasn't funny.
Oh, you are wrong about that. And I believe we could roll that beautiful bean footage if you'd like.
A week later, I did a show at the Marion Theater in Ocala. And when I got off stage, she's like, "Wow, you're really kind of having a hard time lumbering up those stairs, weren't you?"
I said, "Man, it looked." I go, "You looked fine," because you always do.
No, you said, "You looked fine." She didn't say it. It was a little bit more matter of fact. "You look fine." Flip. You look fine.
You're going to get in so much trouble. So I said, "You looked really good, but it looked like you were kind of limping or something." And he goes, "It's because my hamstring is still hurt. Because you were ugly to me." So the other day, he's ugly about these crackers. "Daddy-o, you're right. There's 100 videos going. Flip, let it go. Let the cracker frickin' go." And he won't. He's just whining. "Ooh, my food, everything you put in your mouth for 31 weeks. Oh, then I went out the tubes with one freaking cracker. And on he goes, but he didn't do that. And what happens? We go out for dinner that night. He's eating a quesadilla, and I hear him go, "Oh, I bit my lip." And then he shows it to me, and he has bit his lip and it's bleeding. So I do what I do. And what did I do?
Pulled up her phone, and then she stole some of my quesadilla.
And then I start laughing, and I ate the quesadilla that was left.
Well, so part of what I have a wheel of spices. I'm bringing a wheel of spices because, again, why not take a little touch of magic with you on the road? So when you eat, you have a little bit of flavor with your food. So I brought a wheel, which, by the way,
He's trying to put the Ohio in it. Oh,
Wait, what?
Jeremiah. Jeremiah's always so funny. We love Jeremiah.
So I've got a wheel of spices, but I don't like all of them in there. There's too much salt and garlic salt and something else. So I want to get together like a collection of travel spices so that I can really bring a little touch of home with me on the road. So I am just putting in some cayenne pepper.
I'm your little touch of spices from home.
I'm walking away. I'm walking away from it. I'm gonna keep it PG rated. Walking away.
No.
So this is me hitting. This is me hitting the spice wheel to get. Anyway, to get cayenne pepper into the salsa because the salsa was sweet or tangy and wasn't hot. So I'm trying to need the cayenne. And she's like, I'm gonna have a piece of that quesadilla. I'm like, oh, you think you're having a piece of quesadilla? Flip, can I have a piece of quesadilla? No, you could have ordered something you chose not to. Cheesy cracker eater, right? And so I take a big old bite. Like we're doing Jeremiah. We're doing food reviews, restaurant reviews. You're absolutely right. Hotel reviews. So, and I think it's really funny that whenever you see like food videos on like any social media platform, I'm not talking about cooking videos, strictly food videos. Like everyone always feels the need to take a bite of whatever they're showing, which I call lovingly the money shot. So I'm getting ready to do the quesadilla money shot, but I'm somewhat exaggerating it, and I bit the crap out of
There was blood. It was blood. It was not pretty. It was funny, but it wasn't pretty.
So then Renee was not what you'd call overly sympathetic. She's like,
see that God does not like ugly.
As it turns out, because we were doing a food review, she was recording the time, so she got that live and in color when it happened spontaneously. And sympathy that I received from the cracker eater, zero.
You might have heard laughing in the background.
And then she stole my quesadilla.
You weren't going to eat it.
I would have tried to limp my way through it because I was committed.
You were. You should be committed.
Committed.
So anyway, now we're out of Michigan. And we have moved on to one of the greatest places I think we'll ever work.
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
You know, people... Well, now you need to hold this because my hand's tired. You know, I can only hold it so long.
As a guy, I can hold it indefinitely.
And you're going to be for the next couple of weeks, it looks like. Just saying. Martinsburg.
Talking about holding the phone indefinitely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We got sun today.
Wait, hold the phone.
Yeah. So, Martinsburg, West Virginia. Probably never heard of it. Well, I hadn't heard of it.
It's a beautiful, quaint, small town in West Virginia.
Gorgeous theater. But even better is, man, were they the nicest bunch of people I think we've ever met. Aubrey and I developed a relationship in the very first phone call.
Aubrey was the point person, the fairly brand new director of the Apollo Civic Theater that Renee got a hold of. And in fact, she called me one night. I was driving back from some gig somewhere, and she goes,
Flip.
"You need more eyes." Flip.
Flip. I go, I met this lady on the phone, and I really, really like her. And she wants us to work her theater. There's some things. And at that point, he goes, just take the gig.
Book it.
Dano,
And she's like, "But I'd like to give you detail." And I said,
book it.
she's like, "But no, there's things you need to know." And I said,
Book it. And I said, are you sure? I want to make sure you're okay with everything. And he goes, I can tell that you really like Aubrey and that you think she's a good person, and just book it. And that's what I did.
book it.
We could not have been happier. They got us a beautiful hotel. There was not, all the problems we had with the other place.
In Michigan,
Nothing was wrong. As a matter of fact, they went out of their way to make sure everything was right. Then we left and headed for Toccoa, Georgia. Toccoa, Georgia, again, Tim Mullins. First of all, if you want to go to a beautifully historic theater, the Historical Ritz Theater in Toccoa, Georgia, first place James Brown ever performed.
No, they actually had told me, and if I'm wrong, I swear to you, I'm not trying to be silly. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I think Tim said that James Brown, before he even entertained there, got his start working at the theater.
He was a janitor there.
I think that's what he'd said.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
I'm sorry.
And apparently,
you took a breath. You know what? When she takes long, dramatic pauses with her breath, she's like, James Brown performed there. So I think she's done. So I jump in. She's like, what? Did it take your breath?
They're called long, dramatic pauses for timing. It's something we in comedy use.
Like a segue?
Yeah. The comedians use timing and segues.
That sounded. Did that sound insulting to all of you watching? Daddy-o? A little insulting?
Or did it sound like something he deserved? See, you think all your friends, just because your friends are going to jump on your bandwagon. Just because Tim Custis has jumped off the Renee train and his poor, pitiful Flip needs help. Tim Custis being my friend from all the way from kindergarten.
From Wilmington.
Willville, yeah.
Ohio.
Yes. No, it's O-H.
I-O.
Yeah. You don't let somebody's OH hang without adding
the I-O.
Yes.
I want to put a tuba. I want to strap a tuba on my body, and I want to high step it, and I want to dot the I.
All of a sudden, and you know where you'd learn that at?
Football camp.
Van camp. Oh, I picked them. I get it. You all are going, you deserve each other because you picked each other.
Just to be very clear, I was minding my own business in Lafayette, Louisiana. Oh.
The executive producers
is on the live stream on YouTube. Anyway, I was minding my own business.
On Facebook.
What did I say?
That's YouTube. This is Facebook.
One time at band camp. Exactly.
What?
Look, one time at band camp. Right. So I'm minding my own business, Lafayette, Louisiana, alone, with my dog. At the time, she was just Storm. She was not the Road Comics Adventure dog. And I get contacted by Renee Bray.
It was a mental pause. Valerie hates me when I do that. She says her grandma does the same. It's when we're being witty. That's right. That pause is being witty. You might want to research that a little bit.
Jeremiah, I'm not 100% certain that's true. Not every pause is a witty moment. Sorry.
Not anymore for you. It's not going to be.
Oh, wait. Not every pause is a witty moment. Take two. Not every pause is a witty moment.
What's wrong with you? Now, see, you saw my kids in here. My middle child, who identifies as the oldest.
Hi, Ashley.
And now you're going to act like this while she's on, and she's going to send us notes tomorrow, basically going, you guys are terrible, and here's what you got to do to fix your podcast.
Merch.
You know what we're going to do, Ashley? We're getting merch. We're getting the Wheel of Excuses. Whee!
Well, Renee, whatever does merch stand for?
Merchandise.
There you go.
Okay. So anyway, we go to the Toccoa, Georgia Theater. Tim Mullins.
Historic Ritz Theater. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Oh my God. It was. And Tim, bless his heart, wanted to know what was going on with the cheesy crackers because he had heard about the podcast.
And yeah, I mean, the cheesy cracker conversation wasn't actually podcast, I don't think, but we'd posted pictures and videos because, again, I was hurt. I was hurt to the quick.
Oh my God. Let it go.
Renee was pretty insensitive.
So he decided to run the cheesy crackers on sale at the concession stand.
They don't normally have them. He went out and he bought a box. Didn't he?
I think so. I don't know.
And he called it like the hypnotist special to make fun of me.
To make fun of your whining. Because he knew you were whining.
So, Flip, you've only cooked for me one time over the course of 2 weeks.
Yeah. You won't let it go. Anyway, beautiful theater again.
Tim was so funny. Hello. Tim came into the showroom there wasn't a lull in the show, but I had taken a breath for a witty moment. And Tim brings in the box of crackers and yells out, "Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about our hypnotist special. We got cheesy crackers." Literally during the show. Kidding or not?
It was hysterical. It was funny because that's the look we got from Flip.
I may have called Tim Mullins a name that I now regret. Tim, should you end up seeing this podcast, I would like to personally apologize for having blurted during the show.
And I got to tell you, I can't wait to go back there. Tim and Aubrey, both those theaters were not the biggest theaters we're ever going to work.
Well, first of all, they could not have been nicer people.
But
secondly, the theaters were gorgeous.
Gorgeous old history. the beautiful part of the theater that our country should keep some of that history and the quaintness. They're not the biggest theaters we're ever going to work, but I tell you what, they'll always be special to me.
Special, sentimental, really, they hold a special place in my heart too. And I agree. I agree with Renee. There's something very unique about older.
It's Americana.
It is older buildings and older architecture, and the history that really comes alive in these buildings. And what's really cool to me is a lot of the people who end up working in these really older theaters end up learning a lot about the history, and they seem, rightfully so, very proud of it. And it's really fun that they like to share the history. And so I'm with Renee. It's like I don't want all of America to look like all of America, where it's just one homogenous thing.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, cookie cutter thing. Like so the historic Ritz in Toccoa and the Apollo, just really unique, fun. Oops, I don't know how that happened. Anyway, wonderful places, and I feel really privileged to have been booked there by the hard work of Renee and by these people that were nice enough to book me without having known much about me or my show. And so it was a wonderful experience, and I'm really excited about going back there. I'm excited about going back there.
I'm thrilled we're going back.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted me to say? As I'm trying to get us back on since you kicked us off.
Well, I think my knuckle hit it.
Did you see where I might not have thought you said what you said?
No, I was holding it, and I think.
Yeah, but you know what I thought. Did you?
Knuckle.
I might be getting a little punchy.
Okay. I keep asking Renee to sit up because otherwise I have to scooch down, and when I scooch down, it looks like I've got a medical issue.
Now, see, this is another thing too, Daddy-O.
It looks like I have scurvy.
Daddy-O, I know. He's told me about you. So I know about you a little bit from him. And I know you're a fair man. Do you see where he's a handful to try to deal with? And he does this intentionally to me where he makes me laugh like this.
Yes, I'm an evil, horrible person for cooking from scratch beautiful, tasty food that's not only good tasting but good for you. And I have the audacity.
I was waiting for the funny to come out, but once again, it was a pause.
No, it was a pause for witty. I have the audacity to occasionally say or do something that makes Renee laugh. Boy, I sure am a bastard.
I waited 35 years for this. I'm just saying.
Gosh, I cook for her and I entertain her.
And apparently, look, nobody's coming back. You kicked him. You basically kicked him to the curb.
Well,
when you're nut.
My nut.
And I would love to say that the only time he makes me laugh like this is on the podcast. But literally, you are like the human joke machine, apparently, at least for me, because I must laugh like this all the time.
We both laugh all day, every day. We laugh all day. I mean, someone.
Until they touched your money, and then we weren't laughing so
No,
bad.
but we were really calm about it, and we sort of developed a strategy for making sure that we didn't get cheated, and I think our strategy was sound, and we were very, very kind, I think, and I think there was a concern when they found out that we found out that they had tried to pull a fast one. There was a concern that we were probably going to go in with a bad attitude or something, and we we went in happy, fun, nice, in a good mood, and looking forward to doing fun shows.
Plus, as we mentioned, this happened in Michigan. And for some reason, maybe it's because you told everybody I said flip, they think I'm Southern. So these people from Michigan were dragging me around and wanting me to say to their friends, say, bless their heart. And
But in that Southern way, that sounds like it's nice, but it's really kind of an insult.
kind of like the way I say, bless your heart.
Don't you dare.
I do. Don't you dare me, I will mess you up. God don't like it when you're ugly to me. Which is why you got that big lump here and you'll limp over to the door. That probably locked you out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I ugly?
You weren't nice.
Little bit.
So what's on our plan? What's on our agenda? Oh. And then when we are in the process of hello.
What? We got people back again.
No, I was just saying how the
Oh yeah. See, you forget, and then you like, and then the people are looking at the ceiling.
Did I take a breath? So, in the process of dipping down from northern Georgia to what will become eventually Fort Lauderdale, we were driving through Volusia County, which is Daytona, and Renee's like, "Flip, do you want to be on TV?"
No, that's not what I said. So let's get the story right once again.
Flip, I've got a flip.
I go. I said to him,
I've got a plan.
I said, here has been our plan all along for developing your career.
We need to get you on TV.
We need a national televised TV appearance. I have developed a plan for us. So as soon as you see Welcome to Volusia County, I need you to step on the gas and go like 100 to 125 miles an hour down the road.
By the way, this is 100% true, as is everything else we talk about.
And he goes, what is wrong with you? And I go, there's a show called On Patrol Live. He has watched it with me.
Where we have 9 departments around the country, 50 film crews bringing to you live policing into your home on Patrol Live.
It airs Friday and Saturday night. I'm a huge fan of the show. I turned him into a fan. And
Eastern, 9 Eastern to midnight. That's 8 to 11 Central.
On Reels Network. We watch this show anytime we are not doing shows on Friday and Saturday night. Daytona Beach Police are some of our favorites on the show.
A lot of the police are amazing throughout the 9 departments around the country.
By the way, that's an imitation.
It's an impression.
It's an impression of the host, Dan Abrams.
A dear friend of ours.
We love him. And he just can't stop. So I say to him, just keep going until a Daytona Beach police officer stops you. One of the Marr brothers
Noah Galbraith.
Galbraith would be good. Any of the Daytona Beach guys, but it's as close as we're going to get to the and it would be a great national TV appearance because I guarantee you when they stop you and yank your behind out of that car right before they put your face in the dirt, I'm going to have my camera the close up right there on you. So we'll be sure to get that money shot you're so proud of.
Do y'all see what I put up with?
And you look kind of good in orange. So when they take your mug shot from here up, you have the orange jumpsuit.
So that's Renee's idea for me to have a TV credit is to end up in county lockup with the hopes that we can get it all on film, and so I can get out just in time for my shows so we can use that footage as pre-show video.
I think it's genius. Tell me another manager who's done that for their talent.
Trucks. Yeah, trucks.
Besides some of the celebrities, it's not like I'm asking you to go rob a bank or something. You know, I when you were close to Hazen, Arkansas, and you wussed out on doing that, and why wouldn't you speed in Hazen?
Oh my God! So Hazen, Arkansas. I don't know if you're watching this, if you know what a pit maneuver is. So I'll briefly describe it. If someone's
describe it like a normal person, and then describe it like you talk about it.
If someone's trying to get away from the police in a high-speed car chase, the police cruiser will try to get up alongside the rear quarter panel of the car that's trying to get away, and they'll try to nudge it
and throw it into a tailspin and put it out of control so that they can stop the speeding vehicle.
And it's really not only to catch the what do we call them?
Perpetrators.
Yeah, not just for that, but also because in a high-speed chase, they're putting a lot of people's lives in danger because of what may happen as they're careening down whatever road at like 80 to 120 miles an hour. So what they're trying to do is stop the pursuit as quickly as they can. And
some departments are really good at it and they'll really follow through. And some departments are a bunch of wusses and they're scared to death they're going to wind up in a lawsuit and don't want that.
Every jurisdiction seems to have their own rules on when they can pit, where they can pit, how fast the pursuit can go for them to pit. And Hazen, no rules.
Well, the rule in Hazen, and go ahead, because you do your impression of the Chief Taylor in Hazen.
Hi, my name is Chief Taylor. I'm chief of the Hazen Police Department. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to drive through Hazen like a normal human being, you're going to enjoy our lovely community, and we're going to wish you fond farewell. But if you're a criminal, if you speed, if you try to evade us, I have established a certain set of skills. I will chase you, I will pitch you, and I will knock you into the dirt and arrest you.
And he does. It's beautiful to watch. So not too long ago, Flip goes to Arkansas. This was before me.
Before you were on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was
it? Renee's taking a moment for a witty pause.
No, I was trying to figure out why you looked at me like that, and then I realized we were together then because we were on the phone.
No, we were friends at that point.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about now, but we were then.
Anyway, so Renee's like, why don't you go to Hazen and drive 120? I'm like, because Chief Taylor will pit me at 120 miles an hour.
See, you've been so afraid of Hazen since the one time the chief, they were following him. He was on a chase with his buddy Dylan, with his partner, and they'd already pitted the car twice.
But it was an unsuccessful pit. They did actually make contact with the rear quarter panel, but the car was able to correct and keep going. So they didn't actually get them in a spin and stop them. So they were going
that had happened twice.
At what speed?
125 miles an hour, and then the chief goes, "We're going. I think you guys might want to buckle up."
2 pits at 120 miles an hour, and then Chief Taylor goes, "Hey, by the by, you may want to throw on a seatbelt because we are going to do it again."
And Flip goes, I could never do a ride along with them because I kind of wanted him to get the experience of a ride along, and he wants to not do it.
I'm like, Renee, I pulled a hammy trying to do a lazy boy dismount. I'm not getting in a police cruiser at 120 trying to pit a criminal.
I don't understand. I told you could wear a helmet, and it depends. What do you want?
So anyway, I didn't speed through Volusia County. I didn't speed through Daytona. But now we've been posting on social media that we would love to meet some of the officers from Daytona on our way home.
So if any of you know any of the Daytona Beach Police Department, we would love to come through on Monday. We're going to be headed back towards Louisiana. Finally, we're at the end of this very long road trip, and we're hoping we're still traveling in the same car by Monday.
What? What does that even mean?
That means you may be looking for a ride. You're going to get out to get gas, and I'm taking off without you.
You know, this is the fun part about Renee. She doesn't always think ahead. By telling me that, now when I go get gas, I'm bringing the keys. I'm going to keep the keys with me at all times.
Really? Kind of like you do.
Oh, don't. Just don't.
You know,
I do see how that I may have misspoken there for just a moment.
were you did you blurt that?
I'm not happy with you. Hey, look at that. It's almost time to.
What? How long have we been?
1:17 it's almost.
Oh my God, we've gone over time. What time is it?
8:30 East. Well, maybe 9:30 Eastern. 8:30 or 9:30 Eastern.
8:30 or 9:30.
Well, I don't know if my clock on the computer changed or not.
Oh, we're on your computer. I thought we were using that.
Yeah,
I thought yours was locked in your room.
Oh, and with that, and on that note,
Look at you.
oh,
It's our logo. Oh no! Wait a second. We're facing the wrong way because here's the faces.
Yeah, you're right. It's getting late. We're gonna go ahead and.
Oh look, you're all ready to go now. Once I go, yeah, you're gonna keep your keys to the car like you did to the hotel. That was pretty funny.
Look, it's time to sign off. And by the way, I don't know if we'll be able to do the podcast on Tuesday. Like, we will almost always do it on Tuesday, almost always. But if it conflicts with either a show schedule or a travel schedule, we will have to do it a day or two before or a day or two after. And so we've got shows in Fort Lauderdale Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're driving home Monday and Tuesday.
And we're hoping we're spending a little time with the Daytona.
With Noah Galbraith.
Noah Galbraith.
And the Marr brothers.
And any of the Marr brothers.
And any of the Daytona police.
And if you notice, I'm pretty brazen. I don't mind finding police or deputies out on the where we worked the Toccoa Police Department. Remember the Toccoa cop took a picture with me,
Yeah, of course.
and also Ocala. They always look like when I go, "Excuse me."
Renee doesn't want me walking up to strangers randomly because she thinks I won't do a good job, but she seems to do a very good job. By the way, real quick before we get out of here, Daddy, you said, Merch, I know a guy, and we know a guy too, and we may be in touch with you sooner than later. And then also, can't you back on Ricky Lake? I'm not sure what that
Oh,
means.
what he means is probably going back and using your stuff from Ricky Lake.
Yeah, because she's not on. I mean, I've done TV. Don't get me wrong. I've done.
Yeah, he's got had a lot of TV appearances, but if it's not today, if
Yeah,
they
we
didn't
want something
see,
current.
yeah, it's got to be something current.
So, I mean, I've done the Entertainment Tonight. I've done the Today Show. I have done Ricky Lake, which, by the way, she was very nice to me. We did one of the more fun segments I've ever done on TV was the Ricky Lake Show, where we did a hidden camera, and I had a guy hypnotized while he was on a blind date, and it was wonderful shenanigans. It was a lot of fun.
I hate it when you don't let me brag about you.
When were you going to brag about me?
About all the shows?
Oh, all right, sorry.
Because you did beautifully on TV. And you should be on TV a lot more now because any hypnotist I have seen on TV have sucked. And you do not suck. You're amazing.
Well, thank you. I also, if I'm going to toot my own horn, I also did.
Beep, beep, beep.
One more.
Beep.
I also had the opportunity to do a pilot for FX.
No. That sounded bad. Because I've also had opportunities to do pilots.
No, but you saw my pilot.
Yes. Do you realize? Listen to what I said.
I heard.
I had an opportunity to do a pilot.
Yes. That was a double entendre.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
That was pretty blatant. What he means is he filmed a television show that could have been picked up, and it was amazing.
It was, I mean, you know what? It was a fun show. It was a really, really, really fun show.
It was an amazing show.
We filmed it in New York at the time at what was called the FX apartment, which was actually a studio. We filmed two separate 30-minute, I think 30 minutes, could have been 60 minutes. But anyway, we filmed two different episodes and had a lot of fun. Unfortunately,
oh my God, very funny show.
Unfortunately, wasn't picked up, which often happens with these shows that are sometimes called pilots. But so I've been fortunate enough. I've done a lot of TV over the years, and it's time for more, but not as a criminal. So anyway, with that in mind, we're at about a minute 23. You about ready to
a minute 23? You mean
an hour 23?
Are you snarling at me?
A little bit.
All right. You know what, guys? Please pick up our social media. We are at Road Comics Adventures on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook, and YouTube.
And YouTube. He is fliporly.com or all of the social media places, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. Just look up Flip Orly.
It's all those different platforms with a backslash, then my name, Flip Orly.
We're going to go home in a couple of days, rest a little bit, and you will find us back on social media again.
So we love being here. I know
we do have a good time. Did you have a good time tonight?
I always have a good time. We may have been a little bit long in the tooth, but we're tired. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, but we always have a good time. We're going to do a couple shows.
We may be a little punchy.
Not yet. but it's coming.
We love it. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next
All
week.
right.
Here's the crapshoot.
All right, I'm going to hand you the phone so you can turn it off.
I'll do the hand
I'm going to
thing.
do this one. We're going to hit the end stream, and then it's like soccer where you don't know how much overtime you have. There's
I'm
the
ending.
see you later, Daddy-O.
Bye,
End
Daddy-O.
stream.
Thanks.